Hello Pisces, welcome to your June reading. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. And if you have a question for the cards, you can ask now. Maybe you will find your answers here. Let's see what's coming through for you. Pisces, sun, moon and rising. Thank you. Pisces. All right. That's lovely energy. This is your advice card. Oh, what's the advice? All right. So those are your cards, and the back of the deck you have Five of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Pentacles here has to do with either maybe some are not well. It could just be, some health related stuff. On the other hand, it could also be exhaustion. It's like, it could be that you, in the environment, you have Four of Pentacles. This is you holding on to something heavy. So it could be several things, Pisces. For some, it could be emotional stuff. Maybe there are certain things that are kind of emotionally exhausting. On the other hand, it could be, both these cards has to do with worrying about things. It could be something that already happened, or it could be what's going to happen, things like that. So we will come back to this card. Okay, this is amazing energy. Okay, apart from these two cards, I don't see any other challenging card for you. So this, see, in the subconscious you have Ace of Swords. This is a brand new beginning, and it's written all over the spread here. So look at these cards. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Fool is a new beginning, Page of Pentacles is a new beginning, World has to do with a completion, and this is about you moving on. So a brand new, fresh beginning. It could be happening in any area of your life. It could be relationships, it could be a place of living, it could be your career. It could be that you are beginning it could be a new job, it could be starting a new business, or it could be starting a new creative venture, because Page of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, both these cards has to do with your, something to do with your creative project. Yes. And on the other hand, Ace of Swords here has to do with being in your power. So this month you are staying in your power. By that, what I mean is, this is you taking action. If there is something that you are coming across, Nine of Swords is your advice card for the month. And the advice here is to face your challenges, face your fears. And that's exactly what's happening here. So it could be, anything. What are these fears? That is something that you need to ask yourself. It could be self-doubts. It could be you focusing, the self-talks, self-judgment, or something to do with your stability. This may have something to do with financial concerns. On the other hand, it could also be other things. So we all are going through different things. So it could, fears can show up in our life in different ways. It could be fear of losing someone we love. It could be losing our material possessions, something to do with stability. It could be a fear of failing, fear of success, fear of conflicts. So what are these fears that you are coming across? That is something you need to ask yourself. And the advice for the month of June is face your fears, and that's exactly what's happening here. This is a card of self-empowerment, meaning, see, the mountain, these are the ups and downs that we come across in our everyday life, and this is your intellect. And our spirit is more powerful than our challenges, right? And our we are more powerful than our problems. So that's exactly what's happening here. This is you being aware of your own where you are, what you are focusing on, what are these thoughts that you are entertaining, and what needs to happen. And this is you taking action, you creating a positive change, you cutting through the illusions of the mind. When I said illusions, this is our own perceptions, how we see something, how we understand something. And then that doesn't have to be the ultimate truth. So it has to do with our own experiences, our own learnings and things like that. And when we become more aware of our own thought processes and our tendencies, then it will be possible for us to break through. And this is a breakthrough moment happening for you, meaning you remaining you being confident, you being having that conversation, and facing your challenges, whatever it is that you are coming across in your everyday life, and taking some kind of action, taking risk, and beginning something new. So regardless of what's coming through, we all go through these phases, where we all come across fear, and fear is okay, but it's about what we do about it. We don't want our fears to hold us back. This is where you are doing whatever you need to do despite the circumstances, despite the fear. So that's amazing energy. So being strong and brave, taking risk and taking action and staying in your power. Amazing energy. And that's exactly what's coming through here with King of Swords. King of Swords is determination. This is you telling yourself, okay, enough is enough. I am going to do something about it. That kind of energy. So this is again being brave and taking things in your own hands, doing what needs to be done. For some, this is also communication. And here with Two of Wands, this is you waiting for something here. So what is it that you are waiting for? It could be that you are waiting for information. Maybe you are doing your research, maybe you are planning and preparing yourself. These are plans. This is the month where you are thinking about things, and you are making some plans. A great time. If you are not in that energy, then that's the energy, that's what's coming through for you. Okay, for some this also has to do with you going on a trip. Both these cards here has to do with travel. And then you also have Fool here, another travel card, and then Knight of Pentacles is also here. And Page of Pentacles is you. This is an adventure, meaning it could be that you are exploring new places, or for some of you it could also be you beginning. Look at these cards here, a new beginning. It could be a learning opportunity for some of you. It could be that you are building with King of Swords. It could be that maybe some of you are building, and this is where you are staying open and willing to learn new things. It could be training, it could be meetings and discussions, it could be you doing your research and gathering information, connecting with the right people, and moving things forward. Amazing. Yes, so a great month for making new plans, and you are moving forward. Pisces. So here, both these cards here has to do with, they are, both these cards are facing the past. With the Fool card, when I said facing facing the past position, what I mean by that is, it could be maybe, you are taking up something that you have tried, something that you tried in the past. For some, it could be, when it comes to relationships, it doesn't have to be about, for some it could be, reconciling things, having a conversation. Here you have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups here has to do with an open, honest, transparent conversation. And so just be aware of how you are approaching that conversation, though, if there is anything when it comes to your close relationships. This is someone who is a little bit stubborn. It could either be your energy, Pisces, it could be somebody else, okay? A little bit, they have their own, there is, they have their own rules, their policies, the way how they want to do things. And so it will be a little bit tough having that conversation. This is someone who is flexible, and this is someone who is like stuck on their ways. So it will be difficult to have that conversation. Maybe that's the reason why you are feeling a little bit something that you are a little bit worried about. So yeah, again, if that is the case, it still has to do with being a little bit creative. That's what this is. Be creative, be inventive, come up with a new approach, and maybe there is a way. So that is what you are doing here. And here with Four of Pentacles is in the environment. This could be, again, this is similar energy, kind of. So yeah, what I'm seeing is someone who is not open, who is not willing to either, yeah, maybe they have something going on. That's what I want to say. Maybe just a temporary phase. Okay. So all right, and that's what we have here. And with the World card, looks like you are completing something. And yes, completion and new beginnings here. So, and this is the time when you are taking care of all those pending tasks. If there is something, you want to be proactive and take care of things as and when they pop up, because looks like, it's ready. Maybe a new opportunity might come up, see here, and you want to be ready for this. And this is where you are preparing yourself, you are making yourself ready. So on the other hand, this is also you are done waiting, Pisces. So this is where you are waiting for something. It could be, again, new info. It could be that you are waiting to hear from someone information. If you are thinking about travel, then this is your travel documents and things like that. On the other hand, this is where you are, when it comes to your business, this is where you are looking for new ways to connect with the world. Amazing. Both these cards have to do with Sagittarius energy. You may have something to do with a Sagittarius in your life, or it could be that Sagittarius is in your chart. Anyways, so yeah, business, if you are an entrepreneur, or if you are in social media, or something to do with a project that you are working on, this is where you are looking for ways to connect with with the world, meaning it could be technology. Here this is where you are learning new things and experimenting with things. And so expansion and growth is what I am seeing, Pisces, for you. So for some, this could be partnerships. Maybe you are collaborating with someone who the people from different people who lives in different part of the world, or it could be your audience, so yeah. So that's amazing. And this is also where it could also be that you are joining a group and you are coming across people who have different beliefs, people from different parts of the world. So connecting, your world is expanding. You are this is has something to do with your social circle. A new opportunity is coming your way. Page of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. All right. And here you are ending the month with Knight of Pentacles. This is you taking things slowly. So it could be that whatever it is that you are working on now, it's now completing, and now you can maybe take a vacation. Maybe this is where you are. On the other hand, whatever it is that you are working on, with both these cards, it feels like you are taking practical step. This is progress. You are taking some practical steps, meaning the challenges that you are coming across, Pisces. What are the challenges that you are coming across? Whatever the case may be, this is where you are taking action. For some, this is also counseling, therapy, or you taking up a creative project, something that you are passionate about, and it could be a dream, a goal, something that you really want to do. And so this is where you are and you are actually thinking about, okay, what needs to happen, how can I do it, so again, it could be you connecting with people and doing your research, finding out what needs to be done, and then you are taking action. This is you being very detail oriented, you taking it slowly, and slow and steady movement, but progress is what I'm seeing. Whatever it is that you want to do, this is progress. So know what the challenges are here, and look for solutions. That's what you are doing here. So whatever it is that you are worried about, you are focusing on the solution, and you are doing what needs to be done. Amazing. Hope you can see all the cards properly. Okay. Here with the Fool card, yes, this is you taking a leap of faith. And that's, I don't know. This will be a very short reading for you because it's very straightforward reading. There is nothing much to talk about. And King of Swords is also someone you are someone you are consulting. This could be something to do with legal matters, your financial stuff. It could be that this is also you going over your documents, okay, or you are organizing your papers and making sure that everything is in order. World card. So maybe you are, some of you are consulting an accountant, or it could be an attorney, someone who can help you with things. and Ace of Cups is in the center of the reading. Ace of Cups here has to do with friendships. It could also be love. If you are looking for love, then this could, I don't see another, yeah, if you are looking for love, then this could be you initiating a conversation, meeting someone. On the other hand, this is also friendships. It could be you connecting with someone here. Yeah, on the other hand, Pisces, this also has to do with you rising above your own emotions. Okay, so this is thoughts and emotions, and this is where you are watching what's going on. You are being mindful of what's going on internally, and this is where you are not letting the emotions cloud your judgments. Instead, you are rising above so you can see clearly what's going on. This is your intellect, and you are not making any emotional choices. Instead, you are also being practical about things. So this is the balance. This is heart and this is mind, and there is a balance happening. So that's amazing. And for some, this could be how you are feeling. On the other hand, what if something that you are working on, this is you being aware of what you want, what you want to experience, and then making decisions and taking action accordingly. This is being in alignment, meaning manifestations. And then Two of Wands here also has to do with manifestations. So it's all about, you are very clear about what you want, and then you are also, sometimes what happens is we know what we want and we talk about it. We have our vision board and everything, but unconsciously we make choices and decisions that takes us in the opposite direction, right? So here what I'm seeing is a balance, meaning you know what you want. This is a sharp mind and being clear about what you want, and also you are being clear about what you want to experience, how you want to feel, and then you are taking action and making decisions accordingly. So that's amazing. So that's how we manifest, right? So that's amazing. This is a very heart-centered energy. On the other hand, this is also a conversation you are having with someone. Maybe you are connecting with someone here. You are present. That's what I am seeing here, not here. Okay, so it could be that you are moving past this energy. So when I said, so this is where you are, you have the whole world in your hand. See, world is here as well. But you are still looking for something else. You're still seeking, pursuing, striving for something here. And that leads to like dissatisfaction, right? So, but here you are being present. So this is about you being aware what's going on, So whenever you find yourself drifting, then this is you bringing yourself back and being aware of where you are, what you are working on, who is there, and being grateful, what you already have, Pisces. So this is you in gratitude. Okay, so that is also important. So two opposite energies, and look at this person is facing the past position, and this is facing the future. So and what I want to remind you is, Pisces, you lack nothing. Okay, so whatever it is that you are seeking, it's already there. So just be mindful of what you are seeking. And it's, we all are seeking something. We all are striving for something. However, we also have to make sure that we are also being present and being appreciative of where we are now. And this is because wherever we are now is something that we had asked for, we had wished for, right? We had prayed for. So it's important to pay attention to where we are now, and know who we are with, and pay attention, and be in gratitude. And gratitude opens the doors for new possibilities, new opportunities, and amazing experiences. And that's what I'm seeing here for you. This is a new adventure, and you are staying open, and you are being receptive, and you are moving into it. It could be that you don't know how things are going to pan out. Maybe looks like you have plans, but sometimes even with our great plans, this is you staying open to the divine plan. So that's amazing adventure. So again, for some of you, it could be you going on a trip, or it could be you exploring a new store. Gifts, presents, and recognition is also what I'm seeing here. Recognition, appreciation coming your way. The world appreciating you, Pisces. And yes, a brand new beginning. On the other hand, this is a great time for marketing, publishing, things like that. So if there is something you are working on, Ace of Swords here could be about writing, speaking engagements, a creative venture. So yeah, a great time for marketing, publishing, things like that. And announcement is also what this is. You are announcing, launching, announcing is also something that's coming through. So if that is the case, you might come across some setbacks. It could be like a temporary phase. Okay, so, and you might maybe it's a little bit slow, and and here, and maybe that's also the reason why you are feeling this way, a little bit disappointed and worried. However, it's all about keep your faith, and keep going. Trust yourself, and believe in your vision. Okay, because maybe it will pick up speed. Let me actually pick another card. Something to do with what you are working on, a project you are working on. All right, so what I want to say with this, no more cards. So what I want to say with this card is, so a project that you are working on, if you are launching, and if things are not going the way you had expected, then you might have to make some changes, and after you make those changes, it will be even better than what you were the original. So for instance, if it's a presentation, it doesn't have to be true for everybody. Just an example, maybe you are preparing a presentation and you have to present it in front of others, and maybe you came across some technical issues and you might have to delete certain parts, but then the after you make the amendments, after you make the changes, it will be even better than the previous one. Okay, so a blessing in disguise is what I want to say. So every setbacks, there is, things happen for a reason, and maybe it's reminding you not to lose faith, okay, not to lose hope, and stay positive and optimistic through these challenges. And because see, the sunrise here has to do with a new morning, meaning it's actually leading to something even better, is what I'm intuitively getting for you. Okay, so don't worry about the setbacks. It's important you remain positive and optimistic through these challenges, and trust that something amazing is just around the corner. Okay, for some, it could be that you are, the environment, wherever you are, you might feel a little bit like an outsider, as if you don't want to be there, kind of a thing. And maybe you won't feel like you won't connect with anybody there, or you won't feel like having a conversation, mingling with others. For instance, like if you are networking, if you are meeting people, and if you are an introvert, you might not feel like opening up, and so that is also the challenge that the card is reminding you to face it head on, whatever the case may be. Invitations, it could be that someone is hosting a party, and or it could be that a friend is inviting you, maybe there is a gathering, and even if you don't want to go, you have to go, maybe. That kind of a situation is what I'm seeing, and you might not feel good in that environment, and you might have to leave early. But it could be like, again, you are being brave, Pisces, and so it could be because of maybe you are just exhausted and you have several things to do, and this is something you can't say no to, so you are still going, but you will feel like, okay, you know what, that was a mistake, and you might not feel like, maybe you won't connect with people around, and things like that. Is there, so because the advice card is reminding you to face it head on, do you want to challenge yourself? Do you want to challenge yourself and take it as an adventure? Maybe a learning experience for you. So whatever it is that you are holding on to, how about just releasing it? It may have something to do with a past situation, past disappointments, that you are still holding on to, or it could be fear about something, like how things are going to pan out, what's going to happen, and things like that. So how about maybe, and the thoughts are manifesting. So whatever, our fear and doubts, those are strong emotions, and when we keep holding on to them, we see them, that becomes our reality somehow. It could be relationships, it could be challenges that we come across. So do you want to, again, what, like, exactly what I said. Be in this energy. This is staying optimistic and going into whatever this new beginning is without carrying any past baggages, past disappointments, frustration, resentments, and things like that. And instead, um, go into it expecting the best, and if there is any challenges, you will know how to face it. So do you want to stay open to the challenges, and but instead of expecting some challenging situation, do you want to like expect only the best? So that is something the card is reminding you. So release, Pisces. So whatever it is that you are holding on to, let go, release. It could be internal. Okay, so that is something you might have to, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you are still choosing to hold on to? This could be again self-judgment, you questioning yourself, you doubting yourself, or it could also be people's judgments that are still affecting you in some way. So instead of keeping it in your head, can you like breathe and just release it, and instead of punishing yourself, maybe just let it go. This is where you are punishing yourself. On the other hand, this is also something that's a project that's very close to your heart, something, a pet project. And so if it's not going the way you had expected, you might come across some, you are doubting things. But again, the card is reminding you to release worrisome thoughts, because you don't want that to manifest. Instead, keep your thoughts positive. Yeah, completion, the energy of completion is coming through very strongly for you. You have World, and then 10 of Swords, and then you also have Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords and Fool, a new beginning. Completion, a new beginning. Yeah, here you are letting go of something. You are letting go of something or someone there. And you are done waiting. So if you have been waiting for something, then you are done waiting, and this is where you are moving on. A world of possibilities, Pisces. Stay open to what's coming your way. This is you staying open to new possibilities, keeping an open mind, being willing to learn. On the other hand, this is also brainstorming. Okay, this is if there is a project that you are working on, you are burning midnight oil, and it could be that you are waking up thinking about it, you are going to bed thinking about it. So this is like too much in your head. And if this is, yeah, doing your research, finding a new way of doing things, you figuring out things, brainstorming is what I'm seeing here. But do you want to just make some time for you to rest, relax, and do something that doesn't have anything to do with this? Maybe like something completely opposite of what you are working on here. So that will give your mind a little bit rest, and this is very mentally stimulating kind of energy, these two cards. Very like exhausting and tiring. It could be that for some of you, it could be that you are not well. Okay, if that is the case, you want to give some make some time for you to rest. If that is the case, Ace of Cups here has to do with healing, meaning yeah, if it has something to do with your legs or something, backaches, migraine is what I'm seeing here. This is healing, and this is also recovery. You focusing on you, self-care is also what this energy is. When it comes to surgical procedures, something to do with your health, maybe think about taking a second opinion if that is something you are coming across, and paying and details matters, Pisces. So maybe think about taking a second opinion, consult someone else as well to make sure that what you are doing is something that you really need. And what I want to say is Knight of Pentacle is a card of slow movement. Take it slowly, and you want to check ask the right questions, make sure you understand everything clearly before you go into any procedures. On the other hand, for some, this also has to do with contracts, agreements. And again, you negotiate. This is someone who is hard to please and hard to negotiate with. Maybe it's a little bit challenging if there is something you are buying, selling, or if you are it could also be interviews, things like that, business, something to do with vendors. So negotiation is what this is about. And before you sign on the dotted line, make sure you understand everything clearly and ask the right questions so you don't have to worry about anything later on. So don't go by people's advices and their suggestions, regardless of who it is. It's not like they have some bad intentions. It could also be that maybe they don't know. So you all want to make sure that you are understanding things clearly. So it's important to ask the right questions and take it slowly. So, and you don't want to rush into anything if that clarity is not there. Communication, Pisces, be gentle. So it could be your self-talk, your conversations with yourself, and the conversation you carry with yourself to the bed. So just this card is asking for self-compassion. And when it comes to your interactions with others, this is also reminding you to be gentle so you don't have to then worry about anything later. Sometimes we say things, we do things, and then we regret, right? So maybe here, in this case, the card is reminding you to take it easy, and easy does it, and be gentle in communication, soften those sharp edges. That will make things much, much easier for you. So it's all about, knowing where you are, who you are with, what's the situation is all about, and what it needs from you. So then act accordingly. And that's what the energy, the Ace of Cups is. This is about going with the flow. And that's what your sign is all about. Yours is a water sign, and Ace of Cups is in the center of the reading. So this has to do with flow, being in the flow. And soft. Yeah, what I want to say, Pisces, is soft is brave. Okay, let me see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. You are coming across some new information, new insights. This is an eye-opener. Yeah, after this, an eye-opener for some of you. So when I said that, what I mean is this is actually helping you make decisions. It could be that you are required to make some decisions and you have been waiting for information, and then now that you have the full information, you are now you can make the decision, and move on with whatever it is that you want to do. Create that momentum or move things forward when it comes to certain things. So yeah, for some, it could also be your intuition telling you things. Okay, so pay attention to your intuition, the insights you are coming across. What I want to say is keep your eyes and ears open and stay open to and pay attention to your intuition. And also the creative ideas that you are coming across, Pisces. Here, this is a card of creativity. So yeah, pay attention to that. And this is where you are taking action, you are doing something about it. You are not sitting with it. Instead, you are doing something about it. Creative inspirations. All right, what I'm seeing here for you, before I see what's on the oracle cards, a new beginning is happening, a creative project is happening for some of you. You are a new venture. On the other hand, this is also where you are asked to release whatever it is that you are holding on to. It may have something to do with thoughts, beliefs. So here with Four of Pentacles, it may have something to do with our old beliefs that we may not even be consciously aware of, So what are your beliefs about, when it comes to relationships, finances, stability, health, things like that. So that is something that you are asked to release here. Patterns, habits, or it could also be something in your external that you are releasing, something that has served its purpose, a completion is happening. And you are also taking action, whatever it is that you need to do when it comes to your dreams, your goals. It could be a project that you are working on. It could also be for you, your health, your well-being. When it comes to those things, you are doing what needs to be done, connecting with the right people. So amazing. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Pisces. Spirit, please give us a card for Pisces. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of, Pisces? Pisces, if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Shoot me an email to schedule a reading, okay? And also remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, Pisces, your message is splendor. All right, number 46. Number 46 adds to number 10, which again has to do with completion. Wheel of Fortune is the tarot card, and it has to do with endings and beginnings and travel and exploration, forward momentum, and something to also do with past, but the healing is happening here. If it has something to do with the past, this is you where healing is happening and you are ready to now move on. Okay, let me read this out to you. Splendor. All right. Look at the colors, look at the beauty. Okay, seek and honor the beauty. I was just saying beauty, and that's exactly what's coming through. Seek and honor the beauty and splendor that's within and around here. Yes, that's what I was talking about when I said being more present. This is where you are still, seeking, pursuing, striving, and this is where you are present, and you are in awe and wonder wherever you are. And this is you noticing things, appreciating things, and being receptive to what's coming your way. Amazing. So the message is Ganesha is surrounded by beauty in this card and is calling it to your attention. Awaken to what you are surrounding yourself with at this moment. See more deeply and be aware. See more deeply and be aware of the impact of your surroundings on what you create in your life. Ganesha urges you to let beauty penetrate into your heart. You will naturally respond to this beauty by fostering more care and love, not only in your life but also in the lives of those around you. If your critical voice, I told you judgments and criticism, something about that is also coming through. If your critical voice has been overactive lately, or you find that you have been dwelling on negative behavior, take a moment to realign yourself. You arrived in this world as a unique and magnificent individual. The core of your being is whole. The core of your being is whole, beautiful, and filled with love. The essence of the higher self wants nothing more or less than for you to be who you were created to be. Ganesha is standing in a meadow surrounded by flowers. The flowers symbolize perfection and beauty. The variety of colors streams healing, loving energy in your direction. The butterflies symbolize the change and evolution that your soul is undertaking. Remember to have an awareness of your surroundings. See the splendor that is being shown to you and utilize this energy to support your own transformations. All right. So that's exactly the card. Totally goes with, this message actually totally goes with the cards. At the core, you have Ace of Cups. This is your energy, Pisces. This is you, who you are, meaning your sign is all about creativity, spirituality, and being in the flow, so that's what in the core. But here, this is where are you, so the card is just reminding you, be you, you don't have to be someone else to, you don't want to be someone else. Instead, the energy is reminding you to be just be the way be who you are, and that's beautiful. So, and also here, this is also something, all these cards, similar energies. So it's also reminding you it's time to, like, for instance, if both these cards here may have something to do with you staying, if you are like working on something and you are neglecting your own health and well-being. For instance, maybe you have things to do, you have a deadline, and you are staying home and working throughout the night. So if that is the case, the card is also reminding you, make some time during the day to step outside and enjoy the weather, or meet with a friend, something that's that will help you get out of this energy. Okay, so know what can you do to create to shift this energy. And that's what's happening here with Page of Pentacles. So amazing. So being present this month is important, and also creating some kind of balance. When I said balance, it could also be, when it comes to your finance, money related things. It could be that you are staying in a budget and you are not, you're careful where you are spending your money. You are being more responsible. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself, and if you like what you see here, remember to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. It will be wonderful to hear from you. And again, take care, have a great month ahead, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye-bye.